You already know what it is. It's the newest, hottest, best sports podcast show in the world. Man, it's the Not for Loser Sports Podcast, unfiltered, unscripted, real takes, high stakes, and I am your host, man. They call me the Fresher. Thank you, man. As y'all know, man, every episode is sponsored by the luxurious streetwear brand Numi Vested / Coins Apparel. Look, smell, feel like money. www.numivestes.com for all your latest fashion. All right, chat. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I know it's been a while. I don't know what's going on with my other camera, so I gotta use this view right here through my MacBook. I'm gonna try to figure it out through the week and see what the hell was going on with my camera, because I like the whole aesthetic thing better than just me on a screen. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I know I haven't been here in a while. For those who missed us, thank you. We back. For those that just joined us, you have found the right sports podcast. If you want to hear what you are not going to hear at the other major networks, we are not going to tiptoe around issues. We're not going to sugarcoat how we feel about players, teams, and coaches and their play on the field and their performance. I'm just not. I'm not these other sports podcasts. We're going to talk about sports. It's been a rough 2 weeks. I'm going to be honest with you. I had a lot going on. Was trying to do a little bit too much, and I felt I neglected our fans. The fans that's here to hear me talk about sports. I'm sorry I neglected you. I'm back. We're going to get back on the road, and we're going to start this week with the You Know the Vibe top 5 picks of the week. It's a special segment on the show. It's called YKTV You Know the Vibes top 5 picks of the week. It's not gambling advice, but even though I'm a gambling man, and I know a lot of people out there are gambling, men and women, but you know, it's just a segment of the show that I want to touch on every week. I also want to give like a weekly MVP to somebody. Like last week, after watching everybody's performance, my MVP from last week was Jonathan Taylor. I believe Jonathan Taylor had over 100 yards and 3 tubs. So if I was on regular schedule programming, I would have gave Jonathan Taylor the most valuable player of the week. And also, hold on, it was a close competition with the kid from Minnesota, the defensive player from Minnesota who had the pick 6, and he had the strip fumble and returned it back for a touchdown. The man was stellar too. So, you know, matter of fact, I will have to give a co-MVP last week. So before I get into the YKTV, You Know the Vibes top 5 picks of the week, I want to discuss a few things that happened last week in the NFL. Roger Goodell in the NFL. I got to say this. Last week was full of shit. There's no way in hell y'all going to tell me all the, like 6 blocked field goals, some of them to kill a spread and win the game. Is y'all serious? I mean, like, damn, that's blatant, man. It's just blatant WWE shit, man. You can't tell me that the NFL ain't scripted, but I still love it and I'm still going to watch it. But damn, stop telling me this shit not scripted, man. You're not going to tell me that the Los Angeles Rams, right, was 3.5-point underdogs. They got a chance to win the game outright. The Philadelphia Eagles blocked the game-winning field goal and returned it back for a touchdown to kill a 3.5-point spread. So I don't want to hear nothing from you, Roger Goodell. I don't want to hear nothing from the NFL and Roger Goodell. There's nothing real about it, man. It is scripted. So, okay, I wanted to get that out, man. Because, again, I had the Rams with the 3.5, so I was pissed. Also with the Tampa Bay game, the Jets versus Tampa Bay, that spread. The Jets blocked the field goal running in for a touchdown. Had Aaron Glenn on the sideline like he was on a Soul Train line, dancing on the sideline. That shit pissed me off too. But moving right along, man. So, news this week. All right, CeeDee Lamb out. Let's go say that. Okay, CeeDee Lamb is out. High ankle sprain. Dallas ain't worth shit anyway. So, it don't even matter. But I want to talk about Russell Wilson. Brian Daboll and the New York Giants has decided to bench Russell Wilson after 3 weeks. And after watching Russ Monday night against the Chiefs, it was well warranted. Yo, Russell Wilson career is done, man. And I'm hearing analysts tell us somebody needs to trade for Russell Wilson. Don't nobody in the NFL want or need Russell Wilson at this moment. Russell Wilson just need to retire, go home to his beautiful wife, Sierra, and call it a career because it's over. And over the last couple of years, I believe he done took himself out of the Hall of Fame discussion. Because let's not get it twisted. When Russ was in Seattle, Russ had a Hall of Fame career. 2 Super Bowl appearances. He won one. He got a chip. And I believe his win-loss record was like 60-something%, almost 70% win record. Win-to-lose ratio. He was like 111th for like 60-something. I forgot the numbers, chat. But Russ had a Hall of Fame career before he left Seattle. He felt bigger than the program, wanted to trade out of Seattle, went to Denver with Nathaniel Hackett, which was a terrible hire. Did absolutely nothing. Denver moved on from Nathaniel Hackett and hired one of the best offensive minds to ever coach in the NFL. And after 1 year, Sean Payton said, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Shipped him on to Pittsburgh. Hall of Fame coach Mike Tomlin never had a losing season in his whole career. And after one season with Russell Wilson, he decided to offer Justin Fields a contract before Russell Wilson. So now Russ is in New York. We all know how tough New York media is. And after 3 weeks, the Giants decided to move on and name Jackson Dart as a starter this Sunday against the Los Angeles Chargers. Russ, it's over. It's over. It is completely over. So let's see what Jackson Dart can do. Because the Giants defense, they have a hell of a defense. And they got some offensive pieces over there. They do. What's the white boy name, the running back? Scatterbo, whatever the hell his name is. He is, listen, he looked at stellar. We all know they got Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors' attitude on the field was showing how he felt about Russ, no matter what he says in his interviews. Like, Russ just got to the point where he just felt like, I'm just going to heave the goddamn ball up. Every play was like a Hail Mary. But the play that made this decision was on 4th down in the red zone. Russell Wilson threw it into the damn tunnel on 4th down. He didn't give not one receiver a chance. He threw it into the goddamn tunnel, man. And I know that's when Brian Daboll said, I've seen enough. So the Giants is going with Jackson Dart. And it's time to say goodbye to Russ. We didn't let Russ cook so goddamn long. He done burnt the house down. So, moving right along. The Fresher was wrong, chat. The Fresher made a preseason prediction, right? First, I had a preseason Super Bowl prediction. I had the Buffalo Bills versus the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. And then for some strange reason, I start overthinking like I always do. I switched the Buffalo Bills for the Houston Texans. And the Houston Texans are 0-3, man. Like CJ Stroud looked like a shell of himself, man. I don't know what the hell happened to CJ Stroud. What happened, chat? Can somebody tell me what the hell happened to CJ Stroud? Because I'm looking for him. I am. CJ Stroud had a stellar rookie season. He took a step back in his sophomore year, which we all expect, but we know the talent is still there. The man has looked atrocious. Daniel Jones has played better football than CJ Stroud. Yo, listen, and when I watch the Houston Texans, because we all know they got a stellar defense. Their defense probably got about 6 to 7 Pro Bowlers on it, man. It looks like the defense has given up already. The defense is tired of marching on the field trying to. Yo, listen, it's like majority of the Houston Texans offensive possessions are 3 and outs. They cannot move the ball. And D'Amico Ryans and the Houston Texans front office, if y'all knew Tank Dell wasn't going to be back in time, why the hell did y'all let Stephon Diggs go? I just don't understand that. Why the hell did y'all trade John Mechie III? I didn't understand that. We are, okay, Joe Mixon. I believe Joe Mixon will make his season debut this week against Tennessee. But seeing that y'all didn't fix the offensive line, seeing that CJ Stroud needs more help in that receiver room without Tank Dell, I don't believe in y'all. I picked y'all to go to the Super Bowl out the AFC, and y'all started the season 0-3. And I'm going to move on from the Houston Texans. I'm putting the Buffalo Bills back in my AFC's favorite. So now, I know I can't go back, but I'm saying right now, Houston is done for. I got the Buffalo Bills against the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. What else I wanted to touch on? Oh, the Baltimore Ravens. John Harbaugh, yeah, you know I was coming for your ass. John Harbaugh. There's no way in hell. Yes, y'all could try to blame King Henry all y'all want to. Yes, he fumbled against the Bills, and the Bills rallied back. Yes, he fumbled against Detroit, but Detroit only got 3 points out of that. They were still in the game. John Harbaugh, your defense sucks. Yo, I never seen a Baltimore Ravens team with a defense this bad before in my life. In all my years of watching football, this is the worst Baltimore Ravens defense I have ever seen. Yo, listen. They gave up 224 rush yards to the Detroit Lions. Granted, they do got Sonic and Knuckles over there. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. But, sheesh. I mean, it was going back and forth. Both teams' defense looked as suspect, but in the second half, it seemed like the Detroit Lions defense just tightened up. they tightened up, and it seemed like the Baltimore Ravens defense just stayed the same, even kill all through the game. Just let Detroit just march down the field. Had Jared Goff looking like Joe Montana out there. And like I said, in my preseason, I said Jared Goff. I believe I had Jared Goff as the 7th best quarterback in this league. Listen, if you let Jared Goff stand in the pocket, he's gonna pick you apart, man. He is. He's just gonna pick you apart. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is the top 5 receiver of this league. I'm sorry, I had him like at 6. No, I had Amon-Ra St. Brown as the 8th best receiver in this league. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the top 5 receiver. It's like, I don't know what it is. I know one thing, man. If John Harbaugh has had the longest leash as an NFL coach that I have ever seen, there's no way in hell that the Baltimore Ravens should be this bad. It should only have one playoff game per season under John Harbaugh. This is just, it shouldn't happen. Now, granted, he got the 1 Super Bowl when he faced Jim. But we talk about as the roster presently constructed with Derrick Henry. Mind you, they just had the number 1 seed in the AFC a few seasons ago. And let Kansas City march in there and kick their ass. John Harbaugh, if you lose this game Sunday in Arrowhead, it's time for you to go. And that's just the bottom line. All right, chat, moving right along. Let me go, man. I'm not going to be here all day. Let's go on to our YKTV, you know the vibes, top 5 picks of the week. And I'm going to say this before I even pull this up on the screen. I've had the worst first month in my football history, man, with picking games. So here we go, chat. I'm probably gonna add some theme music later on, but here go my top 5 picks of the week, man. I'm taking Indianapolis with the 3.5 at the Rams. Listen, like I said, Jonathan Taylor is a top 5 running back in this league. I believe Jonathan Taylor will have a big game. And when I say big game, I believe the Indianapolis Colts can keep Matthew Stafford and that offense off the field by running the football. So, and Daniel Jones I can't believe I'm saying this shit. Daniel Jones is not giving the football away. What the hell is happening here? CJ Stroud looked like Daniel Jones and Daniel Jones looked like CJ Stroud. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I believe, even though last week I know the Rams, they are devastated. That locker room is devastated. They had the reigning Super Bowl champions on the ropes until Roger Goodell got in the way. But I just believe, even in Los Angeles, that 3.5 points against that Indianapolis Colts defense and that offense that just so happened, I'm not even going to say just so happened to just pop off the screen, but I didn't expect this with Daniel Jones at the helm. But I believe this is going to be a tight game, and I believe this game will be decided by a field goal, so I would take the 3.5 with Indianapolis. Tennessee at Houston. I'm taking Tennessee with the 7. I just told you what's going on with the Houston Texans. I don't have a clue, but it seemed like it's a big bubble in the red zone. It seemed like they can't get into the red zone, man. I don't know what the hell happened to CJ Stroud. I don't know, man. But listen, I'm talking to the betting, and like I said, this is not gambling advice, but I'm talking to people, the men and women that do bet. I would bet that the Houston Texans defense scores a touchdown. Excuse me, and I say that because that defense is still stellar, and they're going up against a rookie quarterback. Cam Ward is going to make a mistake. Somebody's going to get a pick six because that secondary is, oh my God, amazing. So the fact that the Houston Texans can't score, I believe 7 points is too much, especially in a division. It's just too much. So I like the Tennessee Titans with the 7 points. Cam Ward hasn't played that bad either. I've seen some stellar plays from Cam Ward, man. But we all know the Tennessee Titans is a work in progress. We all know that. We definitely all know that. But I don't know what the hell was wrong with the Houston Texans. So I'm taking Tennessee with the 7 points in Houston. Now, this is tricky. And I'm talking to my cousin Kels, too. Kels, yo, shout it out, bruh. I am taking Tampa. We got Philly at Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay with the 3.5. I'm about to tell y'all the top 4 teams in the NFL, in the NFC, sorry, right now. Shit, you might could say the NFL. Philly, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, and Detroit. Them are the 4 best teams in the NFC. So this is gonna be a heavyweight showdown. But I like Tampa Bay at home with the 3.5. I do believe this game will be decided by a field goal. Both defenses Tampa Bay defense is better than Philly defense right now. Let's just be honest. That Philly defense, I don't know what's going on with the secondary, but they've been getting cooked. And then Baker Mayfield is just a baller. I just believe Tampa Bay right now, as presently constructed, is the better team. I just believe so. And it seemed like every team in the NFL, should I say, every defensive coordinator in the NFL has took the fresher blueprint on how to beat Philly. But for some reason, the Rams just blew it. You put 8 men in a box. You do not let Saquon Barkley beat you. Jalen Hurts, you have to prove to us you can beat us with your arm. Now, I have to apologize to Jalen Hurts because I said he couldn't do it. And last week against the Rams, he did it. And Jalen Hurts, I'm just apologizing, but you're still not elite in my book. But you did prove me wrong because I said that's the best way to beat Philly is to stop Saquon Barkley and make Jalen Hurts beat you with his arm. And Sunday against the Rams, you proved that you can do that, but you still should have lost the game. But Roger Goodell got in the way. That's just the bottom line. Thank you, Roger Goodell. But I like Tampa with the 3.5 at home. Twan. Cousin Twan. Chat, I'm talking to my cousin. He's a Baltimore Ravens fan. First of all, it's Baltimore. I'm just moving too fast. Baltimore minus 2.5 at Kansas City. I like Baltimore as minus 2.5. It's not, I know Kansas City is not too often the Kansas City Chiefs is the underdog, but their offense is atrocious. It's atrocious. I don't care Xavier Worthy coming back. He's not going to be a non-factor. And I believe this is the game that the Baltimore Ravens defense will right the ship. Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh, and my cousin Twan. If y'all go to Arrowhead and lose this game, this season is over before it started. Y'all cannot start the season 1-3, not with Super Bowl hopes. That's a big hole to climb out of. Now, granted, in y'all division, Joe Burrow's gone. Cincinnati is done for. Cleveland is done for. Pittsburgh playing well, but I don't know how long that's going to hold up with Aaron Rodgers. So, you know what? Y'all might got a chance if y'all start the season 1-3, but y'all bet not because y'all should be on a new coach, search for a new coach if y'all lose this game Sunday. So I'm taking Baltimore minus 2.5. Kansas City offense is atrocious, man. I don't know what's going on with Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster, but they let the kid Taquan Thornton I hope I'm saying his name right. He looked like a baby Randy Moss. But Travis Kelce is done. Him and Russ Miles will book the flight to Cancun together. Lamar Jackson will outplay Patty Mahomes Sunday in Arrowhead. I'm taking Baltimore with the minus 2.5. Last but not least, could I say more? Green Bay -7 at Dallas. Listen, after that performance on Sunday, the Green Bay Packers will come back with a vengeance. And like I said, that sanitation truck of a defense in Dallas, Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs and that crew are going to have a field day. That's just the bottom line. There's no reason to break down this game. Dallas, it's Jerry Jones. It's time for you to pack it up too. It's time for you to pack it up. This season is a wash. So I'm taking Green Bay -7. So, chat, like I said, I'm sorry. I've been absent for the last couple weeks. I promised to get back on track. I had a lot going on, man. I missed y'all though, man. And I'm about to turn it up a notch, man. I am about to turn it up a notch. I'm about to give y'all the best sports podcast y'all ever seen before. Like I said, unfiltered, unscripted. And that's about it, man. That's it for this episode, man. So y'all already know, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Please hit the like button, man. Please share this, man. The only way they're going to put us in the algorithm if you hit the like button, man. So until next time, man. Oh, yeah, before I go, man, if y'all are looking for the newest, hottest streetwear brand in the streets, y'all have to go to www.numivestas.com, man. Look, smell, feel like money. Listen, in order to attract money, you have to look, smell, feel like money, man. That's Numi Vestas' slogan. And Numi Vestas means dressed in cash or money clothes in Latin. So go do the knowledge of that, man. You already know.